And now for the main event. Someone once told me that the best man's speech should take no longer than the time it takes for the groom to make love. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Mr. and Mrs. Barrel. Only joking. Our story begins at the not-so-infamous Bellerbys College, international school, and a modern interpretation of a traditional English boarding school. Some say the reason why China's winning, others why Iran still has a nuclear weapons program. With the well-documented national shortage of physics teachers, Barrel has found steady employment here since 2007. Despite reaching the pinnacle of his career, he was a rather tortured and lonely soul. Something had to change. It was here that the rather insular and lonesome Oliver would find solace upon an evening with his lonely crew, the only existing member being I. Many an ale and pigskin snack would be consumed at this rather shabby public house. But it was at this very place that the subject of online dating was first approached. Understandably, Barrel was apprehensive, but agreed nonetheless as times were getting rather desperate. Little did we know how things would escalate so quickly. A profile was created, naturally embellishing some of Ollie's less irritating attributes. You might be surprised to hear there was in fact some interest. Well, interest from at least one person. It was around this time that Oliver rediscovered true love, a lasting soulmate, till the end of times. Of course, I'm referring to his moustache. Our story doesn't end here though. A new name appeared on the horizon, Miss Emma Byrne. What started off as a playful distraction soon transformed into something more serious and sinister. The hero of our story started to behave in a most peculiar way. No longer was he found haunting public houses, but he preferred to spend his days sculpting his beautiful shoulders. He became a master water sportsman. Some say one of the best. And so it was that Mr. Oliver David Barrel and Miss Emma Byrne were now a thing. They moved in together and set up a little home full of light and warmth. I was neglected and rejected and left on the rubbish heap of life. Another person would keep him warm at night. And they would live happily ever after. Or so we thought. So it was here, at the Royal Sussex County Hospital, that the Barrel finally broke the burn. Not once, but twice. And with it bringing into the world Master Stanley and young Master Vincent, forever brightening up the lives of this young couple. However, it is said, on a cold and dark evening, one can still detect the echoes of Miss Byrne's harrowing labour cries. Once heard, never forgotten. After living in sin for quite some time, our new father finally decided, as some might put it, to put a ring on it. Emma was so taken aback by the sight of her knight in shining armour down on bended knee that she experienced a rather unfortunate episode of gastric reflux, forever baptising this sacred ground. Fortunately, as we've since found out, she did manage to utter that small but precious word, yes, through waves of ever-increasing nausea. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as we're nearly now all up to date and my time with you draws to a close, there's just one last thing to say. To the newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Barrel, may your life movie forever be a blockbuster. I love you dearly, and I couldn't be prouder of the pair of you. So, can we all raise our glasses and give a toast to the bride and groom?